Good evening, everybody. I like my new table. Well, my new tablecloth, anyway. Good evening. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 9:40 p.m.
Right, so it's 9:40 p.m. I'm here in my flat by myself. I do apologise for that last video. I didn't mean to get cross. But you've got to understand, guys, that I'm in my flat by myself nearly every day. When my son came down and he said that he was coming to see me, I'm his mother. I'm not a young woman. I'm not old either, but I'm not young. And I don't get to see my family very often. So, to have a shitty weekend, right, a shitty one, because my son came down late in the evening and I didn't really go out. I think it was getting on for 9 p.m. in the evening. And I'm not a young person. I'm not one that goes out night clubbing and out for the evening. So I thought maybe that I was going to get taken to McDonald's for a hot chocolate, because that's what's happened before. I went with my son and his girlfriend to McDonald's a time before, and we sat there and had a drink and a meal. So when I was taken to Upnor Castle, I thought that was uncanny, because I'd uploaded a video talking about how a gentleman from Scotland had taken me to Upnor Castle, and that was the truth. And he was taking the piss out of Princess Diana, and Princess Diana, she's one of my heroines. She was a wonderful woman. She brought the royal family into the limelight. So I was just trying to explain to people what this Scottish bloke had done, and that. So next thing I know, my son and his girlfriend are coming down, and they're taking me to Upnor Castle in the pitch black in the dark, and I don't understand it. And I've told you I've got 3 sons, so that was just one of them. That was really, really... I didn't understand it. I didn't say anything. There were a lot of things open at night, There's a lot of things, and this always seems to revolve around food and how I don't get anything to eat. And that's stupid, because as soon as I came, I felt humiliated. I don't think it was meant to make me feel humiliated, but I felt fucking awful. I'd had nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I'd gone for a walk in the pitch black, and then I was dropped back off. I'd been in a car full of coconut smell air freshener. I was all dizzy. I almost fell up the stairs, and I was left to go up to my flat by myself. And I wasn't very happy. The first thing I did was make myself a cup of coffee. Right? I just didn't understand that. Normally I would have like not said anything. But there was a discussion about going to Hastings on the Sunday. There was a discussion, and I even said I'll pay for my own drinks and I'll pay for my food. Now, my mum is a different person entirely. She's a 78-year-old woman, right? She lives on her own. She's lost my father, Derek. I got divorced in 2008 from my her ex-husband, and he's still alive. He's in his 50s, my ex-husband. My mum's husband, Derek, is dead. So I get the feeling that they're trying to make out that I'm my mother, right? My mum is balding on top. She's bigger than me. She doesn't get out. She's doddery on her feet. She doesn't walk a dog 3 times around the Rochester Riverside field. My mum hasn't got a dog, right? Because on several occasions my mother's name has been mentioned by mistake. I've been called Jennifer, or mistake or on purpose. I've been called that by mistake or on purpose, and my name is not Jennifer, right? So I said, last Sunday, I'll pay for my bits and pieces. It was said that they would pay for my food, they'd pay for the food, and I would pay for my bits and pieces. I goes out Sunday morning to the co-op, my phone goes dead. It goes dead, that's not my fault. My mum rings the phone, she rang the phone first, and it made my phone go dead, it drained the battery. So I came back from the co-op, and then I took Max out for a walk, right? And I was texted whilst I was on the field, and by the time I got into my flat and I'd seen these messages, my son had gone back with his girlfriend. He'd gone. He'd just gone. I would have given you breakfast, but you're not answering your phone. Well, they knew where I lived. Where they were staying was just around the bloody corner. They were staying round the corner. How did they not know something had happened to me? Something could have happened to me, couldn't it? They didn't come round and say goodbye to me. They just went back home. So naturally I was upset. I felt like I was being made fun of, right? And all of what's happening afterwards, after that was done for me, because it was said, oh, it's not about what you look like, it's nothing about you personally. I never said it was, did I? I didn't say it was anything about how I looked or it was personal to me. Because my mum gets taken to the spa shop in Walderslade, near Walderslade. Charlotte takes my mum to the spa shop. There's no spa shop here. And when I get this is why I'm not going to my mum's anymore, because the taxi driver keeps taking me where Charlotte takes my mum to the shop. And I'm sick and fucking tired of being mixed up with my mother. And as for being a tom and a prostitute, do you know I have not slept with anybody for nearly 8 years? Nearly 8 years! How ridiculous! Some stalking pervert idiot spreading it around that me, Crystal, is a prostitute, and I haven't had a relationship or any male contact for fucking 8 years. Really? Absolute crap. It makes me angry. I'm stuck in this fucking flat, being bullied by unknown persons. I have no friends and no relationship. But these people that are bullying me, who in my opinion need to take a rain check and fucking look in the mirror at themselves, they've got blokes. And some of them have got hairy faces. Some of them are fat. But they walk up and down the road with a fella. It's jealousy and it's spitefulness, and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. Fucking Tom. So, this is it. This is what happens. My son comes down, I don't get anything to eat, and they think I've got no money, And what am I supposed? I've got money. My other son helped me out. He gave me some money. My mum's given me some money. So I don't need to walk the fucking streets. But then you get the drugs, you see. You get the drugs, you inhale the drugs. And these men sitting on benches with plastic bags. Do you see what they're doing? You get a waft of cannabis up your nose and there's an old dirty old man sat on a bench with a plastic bag. And that Mark that came up to me had a couple of empty plastic bags in his hand. It's one of my exes has spread it about that I'm a fucking prostitute. I haven't had a relationship for 8 years nearly. It'll be 8 years this year. 2024. The last time I went out with a bloke was 2016. Someone's fucked in the head. Absolutely gone. So you know what I mean? I'm wearing trousers, right, because of what was done to me on the field. I'm carrying pepper spray. So if a dog attacks me or a man does, it's going to get pepper sprayed. Pepper spray on it. And I do object to someone telling me off about keeping my dog under control when I come back into the flats and their dogs are all over the fucking place. And the people bullying me, they're fucking, there's things wrong with them. It's jealousy, it's spitefulness. When I was sat down and they were upsetting me, when I'm happy, they don't like it. They don't like it when you're smiling, they don't like it when you're getting on with your life, because they're sad fuckers. They're sad. Got nothing else to do but pick on other people because their life is shit. Right? So I've been happy in my flat, contented, and they've got to stir the witch's cauldron because they look like witches. They are witches. Because if they were beautiful, they wouldn't pick on me, would they? And another thing, on that dog show leaflet, do you know the Flirt Finder pervert? Hello, beautiful. Hello, gorgeous. So one of the entries is gorgeous. Got gorgeous on it. Gorgeous. And also, it could have been a setup as well. Could have been a setup trying to make me angry and thinking I'm going to start pulling things apart. And no, the poster's still on the board. And Tracy's parcel is still downstairs. They're not setting me up. And I'm going to go for that eye test as well. I'm going to go for that eye test. My mother does not wear glasses. She hasn't had an eye test for over 20 years. She hasn't. And I'm wondering if money laundering or fraud is involved in this, or ID theft. Because why would they get all het up over me going for an eye test? Why would they try and stop me going to have my eyes tested? They try and make you feel worthless, like shit, so that you sit indoors and you've got no life and they can fuck right off. I ain't fucking scared of a few dogs barking. It's fucking annoying when you get bullied and told off when you're doing wrong, and that's fucking typical. It's just typical of people's attitudes towards me. Bully me, tell me what to do, and do what you fucking like, right? I'm sick of it. They need to stop acting like children and grow up. Why would, go somewhere, do something else. So pathetic. Is that all they've got to do? Dig down Crystal's laundry? Well, I bet theirs is dirtier than mine. If I dug down theirs. I must be very interested to wait till I'm coming back into my door. Flipping heck. Who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. Dogs themselves. I think it's pathetic. The sad, sorry lives that they lead. Just because, it's quiet. Well, they would wish it was quiet, wouldn't they? Oh, I've got to speak. Why have I got to speak? Why don't we hear them speak if they're so fucking interested? They hide behind their curtains. They set fucking dogs on me and they hide behind their curtains. I told you, I was on the field. Max is a tiny dog, right? They're lovely people. I didn't swear at them downstairs. I didn't tell her to fuck off, did I? If I do that, I get told to fuck off. They swear at me. I get sworn at and told to fuck off. They are trying to set me up because there's something underhand and wrong going on. They're trying to keep me silent, control me, and I'm not a prostitute, and I can smell drugs, I'm not stupid, and I can tell when my drink has been spiked as well. I am going to get on with the rest of my evening. They can turn the lights on and off, open and shut the blinds. I'm not fucking interested. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me. Right? And they are just jealous. Here we go again. They've got bigger ears than King Charles III. They've got ears like fucking tunnels, ain't they?